Happy 100th Facebook Live. Yay! Look, I got myself a little cupcake. Smiley face. I wanted to put a candle in it, but I couldn't find my candles. That's because I'm organised and generally throw them out if they're a bit crap, if they've like had a little bit burnt. Anyway, doesn't that look appealing, does it? Maybe I'll eat it, maybe I won't. So, 100 days. I can honestly say I have never really stuck to something for 100 days in my life. Like, I haven't. And to give you a bit of a heads up as to why I did this whole exercise, coming from my performance background, I had this thing that when I was doing video or blogging content or anything like that, I had to be Penelope Perfect. And I had to have had my hair done, and I had to have my full face on, and that was the way I needed to show up in the world if I wanted to achieve anything. Oh my God, you can't achieve anything if you're not perfect. And I had to practice 100 times and get things right. And I knew that in this world of business and personal development and the coaching space and the speaking space and those worlds that I move in, if I wanted to try or thought I had to be perfect all the time, then that's really inauthentic, and it's very, apart from anything else, it's bloody time consuming, and it's not me, you know. Some days I am head to toe sequins and happy as Larry. Other days, if I've got a day doing a whole lot of content or some back end kind of work, it sounds a bit funny, doesn't it? Some back end kind of work, I might stay in my gym gear all day, and that's okay. I'm still showing up as me. It's just one of the many faces of Sam, you know. And as we've discussed before, don't have multiple personality disorder. I am a Gemini, and I have all these different parts that make up me, and that's okay. And I'm hoping that by doing this, I encourage you guys to be okay with all the different parts of you, and not trying to fit into a mold or trying to fit into who you think the successful version of what you want looks like or acts like or does or says, because it's just bullshit. It's just absolute bullshit. And I've joked for many, many years that on my tombstone, now heads up, I don't actually want a tombstone, but it was always kind of this joke on my tombstone that I would have, "Here lies the woman who almost," because I kind of felt like I was a chronic unfinisher, like not finisher. I was like, I'd get, to the 80 meter mark. Why I'm using a running analogy is beyond me. With these boobs, very hard to run. But I felt like I was like, run, stop. Oh, I can see it. I'm almost there. Didn't do it. And so for me, committing to 365 days was massive. And to have got to 100 days with it's actually officially today's officially the 101st day. But, Charlie, get out of the garbage bin. But because I was sick that little bit and had influenza, I didn't record one day. So today's the 100th one I've recorded. So I still owe you one to get to the 365, and I'll get there. And I just have never done that before. I've kind of gone into things haphazardly and thrown myself in the deep end for a little bit and then backed off. So this continuity is just awesome. And I encourage you, I'm going to share with you the different things that's meant to me doing it and how I feel things have changed in my life, all because of doing this challenge for myself. No one asked me to do it. I didn't buy a program that told me to do 365 days. My coach didn't tell me to do it. I didn't, see a Kardashian do it and go, "Oh, I want to be like them." I just decided to do it. So I'm going to share with you a little bit about what's happened and give you some encouragement to pick something yourself and challenge yourself to do. So I've already touched on, it's been really good for me to let go of perfectionism. And perfectionism really is just another form of self-sabotage. It really is. It's like your dream stealing your own dreams, really, by trying to be a perfectionist, because there is no such thing as perfect apart from anything else. And it just stops you from completing things if you're trying to get things perfect all the time. And I totally have flipped and let go of that. Like, wow. And I said this thing to someone the other day. I said, being 100% me is perfectly perfect. Because I as me is perfect. If you've been born onto this planet and given whatever gifts you have, no, you're perfectly perfect. We're all perfectly perfect. We just all have different versions of perfect. That's what I reckon. If you've been born, you're freaking perfect. Like, that's it. You're put here, whatever you believe in, whether it's a God or a Mother Nature or just a higher spirit, whatever it is you believe in, if you're chosen to actually be born on this amazing planet that, thank God, Greta's trying to save, then you're perfect in my eyes. You're your version of perfect. And that's all that matters. So what else? So on the 16th of June, I committed to 365 days of Facebook Lives. I also committed to doing 6 months without alcohol. And so far, I'm now at day 101. And I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not even really a binge drinker these days. But I was starting to slip back into that habit of coming home and unwinding with a couple of glasses of wine. And you know what? I know a glass of wine is 125 mils, but when you pour a glass of wine, chances are you're not following that little line, and 125 mils becomes 225 mils. Then before you know it, you've had 3 glasses of wine, which is 3/4 of a bottle of wine. And I was just starting to do that again. I'm like, I don't want to do that. To me, alcohol is a social thing. I don't want to do it alone. So I decided to give up for 100 days, for 6 months. And I'm 101 days into that as well. So go me. For what it's worth, I haven't lost any weight. So you smart asses out there must say, well, you clearly weren't drinking that much. But anyway, I feel healthy, and that's really great. I've filmed a whole heap of content for my business. Thanks, Amanda. I've asked for sales, and sales are something that's quite scary for me, and in the past have been quite scary for me, and I've upped my game on that. And you know what? The world didn't collapse. It's okay. So that's been really great. I crewed, as you know, at UPW, which wiped me last week, but it was like going to a mini university for 6 days. As far as I was concerned, it was worth every sleepless hour, and I encourage you to do it. I've created much better boundaries. For those of you that know me well, you'll know this is a big one for me. Boundaries and saying no. And I've really upped my game on the boundary setting. And it's, that's been confronting to a couple of people in my life. They're like, oh, what's that shit, Sam, saying no? What do you mean you can't do that now? But you know what? I had to do it. I'm really clear. I'm so clear on my vision, my mission, my business model, all that stuff's just like bang. On a personal level, I've been confronted and criticised, and I didn't fall to pieces. I had to cancel a show, and I didn't bitch, whinge, moan about it. I accepted it, the reality of what it was. And the reality was it was outside my control why I needed to cancel it, but I couldn't save it. And I don't feel like I'm a failure because of that. And that's a big thing. I've been really dedicated to my health, my wealth, and my wisdom. Health, wealth, wisdom, health, wealth, wisdom. And for those friends of mine that I've had to say no to social engagements and things, I'm sorry, and I am actually sorry, I'm not just saying that, but I have these things I really want to accomplish and get done. I created my 7-day confidence challenge, and heaps of people have gone through that so far. And I did it without perfecting it. I did it without double checking the videos. I did it without having someone read over all my emails and check they were okay, and reading 500 other people's challenges and making sure I was as good as them. I just fucking did it. And I just swore, oops. I've been to the gym 40 days out of those 100 days. And I made a commitment to go 4 times a week. Some weeks I have, some weeks I haven't. But 40 out of 100, I'm really happy with that. Done a minimum of 10,000 steps every day, apart from when I was sick. So, yeah, whatever. I created my business calendar till the end of 2020. And it's really, I'm like being clear. I've read 6 books. And there's a few things I've nearly finished. So I've nearly finished my Master Coach certification, which is an internationally recognized coaching accreditation for my business and life coaching. Although I have done stuff on both of those, and I have business qualifications and I have coaching qualifications, to me it was really important to get an internationally recognized one. So I'm nearly done. That'll be done by the end of the year, which is awesome. I have nearly finished my first book. I'm just waiting on some chapters from some other people and a bit of editing. So that's going to be fantastic. And what else have I nearly finished? I've nearly finished my speakers reel. We've got one more filming day and my new speakers reel will be done, which is awesome. I'm happy about that as well. And I truly, hand on my heart, think I have done all of these things because I said no to needing to be perfect. And I said yes to just doing something, sticking with it, and being myself. So whatever it is that you think's holding you back from anything, and you might not want to do anything anywhere near what I want to do in life. You might want to take over BHP. You might want to become a school teacher. Please become school teachers. We need more amazing school teachers. And I don't have the patience to do that. Whatever it is, if there's something that's holding you back in like a comfort zone-y kind of thing, find out what it is and smash it. Like smash it. I think I'm just going to become a placard. What else have I done? I got a new tattoo, Limitless. 2 of the things I always say are Unleashing Extraordinary and Everyone's Limitless. Unleashing Extraordinary was probably a little bit long to get tattooed down there, but to me, that Limitless is perfect. And I see that every day as a reminder that we are all limitless. And the only thing that holds us back is the cotton wool in here. It's the cotton wool, the crap in here that stops us from limitless. That's it. You can get over every other obstacle. You can find a way through rules or regulations or geographical or processes or business models or learning something. All that stuff you can find a way. But if you don't fix the fuzz that's in here, it's tough to do. Fix that and you're limitless. I promise. Pinky promise. Like pinky swear promise. I got that the new piercing. Gosh, I've done all these things. Do you know what I'm going to do with this piercing? I'm actually going to have some of my mum and dad's ashes made into a diamond that I'll wear in there. Some people may think that's a bit icky, but I spoke to mum about it and she really liked the idea. She said, "Ooh, you'll be with me forever. I'll be with you forever." Chuckle. I think it's beautiful. I'll carry part. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do with that when it's all healed and when I can get the diamond, because having diamonds made out of someone's ashes is really expensive. Okay, now, so that's enough about what this 100 days has meant to me. I hope you've enjoyed some of it. If not all of it. I really, really appreciate people that do pop in and watch it live and the people that come back the next day, the day after, etc. I'm trying to fix my hairs. Unfix all. I need a haircut. Joseph! The people that come in a couple of days later, the people that share it, I really, really appreciate all of that. So, the 2 things I wanted to announce tonight are, drum roll. As you know, and I think one of my very first lives was about a thing called the Passion Test, which I am passionate about. And I haven't done a Passion Test workshop for a couple of years. And I thought, now's the time to do one again, because some people have been messaging me, can you tell me more about it? I've sent a couple of books to people. So I thought, yep, time for another passion test workshop. So that's going to be on Sunday the 27th of October in Sydney. I'm going to put the details in the comment section of this for the event, etc. And it's going to be a high tea. It's a Sunday high tea. So we're going to do the passion test where you'll discover your top 5 passions. You'll discover the secret to making decisions a shitload easier. And you'll get to eat some nice high tea kind of stuff and drink some champagne or some tea. Might let you have coffee. Actually, I'll probably be having coffee too. So high tea / coffee / champagne. That's what it will be. So that's Sunday the 27th of October. There is a charge involved, but it's going to be freaking awesome. So don't worry about the money. And then the second thing I wanted to announce was over the years, I've run a program with coaching with my clients called My Girlfriend, because I like a good play on words, I do. So it's not like I want to be your girlfriend. I want to be your girlfriend. And now I look like a funny, stupid newsreader from Fast Forward. But I'm doing some tweaks on it. So I'm redoing some of the content and some of the worksheets and some of the things that are involved in that process. So I want to find, there's 3 months and a bit left in the year. The program goes for 90 days, 3 months, 3 months really. So sometimes it'll be 93 days, sometimes, you know what I mean. Anyway, from now till the end of the year. So I want to start October the 1st with three new beta testers. So I'm going to put the link in the comments as well to a little Google Doc. Just fill out some details for me and let's have a chat. I actually think, first come, first serve, the first 3 people that actually fill it out who really want to work on something and are committed to working on something, I will welcome you with open arms to be one of my beta testers. And all that's needed in exchange for being a beta tester is doing what I tell you to do, working with me, and then at the end of it, give me some feedback on what worked well, what didn't work so well. So both of those links will be in there. And thank you for sticking with me for 100 lives. We've got 265 to go. I've got my little cupcake. Woo! I'm so excited. No, I don't. Anyone want it? I'll post it to you. Ha ha. Maybe Charlie. No, that just looks so unappealing. I will see you for the next 265 days. And we're going to muck it around a little bit. We're going to go to different places to do them. I'm going to invite a couple of people on to do some kind of Q&A, more interviewee stuff with me on the lives because this is fun. I'm enjoying it. And I'm loving the messages I'm getting from people about, I might have said just one thing that's hit them that day. And when I get a message that says, I really needed to hear that today, Sam, that means so much to me because that's all I want to do. I really, every day of my life while I'm breathing, I want to be entertaining, educating, and empowering people. That's it. That's it. To help them live their limitless life, you know? Okay, I word it better in my fancy mission, but that's pretty much it. Thank you, Amanda. So night-night, mwah, and I will see you all on day 101.